that they are crying the loudest, more than all of us who cared for you. Mama, the UDF cabal is here. The cabal that rejected you and disowned you and sent you to the brutal apartheid regime is here. When they called the press conference during the dark days of apartheid, when they called the press conference, when the regime was prepared to kill, and said in that press conference, you are not part of them, they are here today. Mama, why did the UDF call a press conference to disassociate themselves from you? Because you were never a member of UDF. You were a member of the ANC. You were the only one who was pronouncing ANC in the 80s. Why did the UDF see the need to disassociate themselves with a person who was not their member? Mama, you never told me how we must treat them when they come here. I'm waiting for a signal, ma. Mama.
All right, good evening, everybody. I hope you all had a good week. What a week we've had, huh? What a week in politics. I don't want to be very shouty today. I kind of want to pace myself. So tonight I want to talk about the week we had in politics. But the point of it all is I want to plant a seed in your minds of what I believe is the biggest opportunity for President Mnangagwa and Shadow President Chamisa in these elections. I think this is the best time to be active in Zimbabwean politics. I know to get but Nasa, I need you to pay attention because I'm going to break a lot of schools here. Let us begin by giving a 360 of what happened in politics this week. I want to begin with ZANU-PF. Let me tell you what happened in ZANU-PF this week. You know, no party the Mashura sterega. MDC Kechira Agira Moyo Mashura, but Mashura and ZANU-PF. So let's begin with ZANU-PF. Emmerson Mnangagwa has now pretty much launched the ZANU-PF election machinery, which essentially means government is now going into autopilot mode. Okay, so this means when government is in autopilot mode, birth certificate, birth certificate. But before Emmerson Mnangagwa has activated this, his single greatest strike going into these elections is something they've decided to call command housing. Okay, smart, genius move. Emmerson Mnangagwa has realized that he is not going to be able to repeat the land reform. The only other reform or the only other thing he can give to this generation is houses. Essentially, he is making it possible for every young person in Zimbabwe to now be a house owner. It's very easy to quickly, immediately critique this, right? But let me tell you something I remember about land reform. During land reform, vabereki vakawana minda then kwakuno vabereki vasina kuenda kunovhunza kuti minda iri kuwani kwaseika nhasi ndo vakubvunzana nevana vavo kwakubvunzwa nevana kuti mundara sei musina munda vakunyebera vana kuti minda yaipuwa nekuzanu-PF. It is not true. Minda yakaisikapuwe vanhu vekuzanu-PF. Minda yaipuwa vanhu vakaenda vakanogwina chinhu. Command housing is the single best stroke of genius Emmerson Mnangagwa has pretty much unleashed in his presidency so far. ZANU-PF is going through primary elections. I'm sure most of you have gotten to know this. Now, the strange thing about ZANU-PF primary elections is ZANU-PF primary election. I am amazed by how many people in ZANU-PF, my boyfriend, my garden boy, ZANU-PF are running for election. Kurungono biono zadai corruption ye woreza mazino ka corruption woreza mazino dai kuzanu-PF kusangana munhu one ane zino izvozvo dai unoona ngufamba itaura chete unotaura nevane mari mavende. Of course, a week is not complete in ZANU-PF without a corruption scandal. Emmerson Mnangagwa has every week to deal with a series of corruption scandals left by Robert Mugabe. This week he had a particular special one in place, the Zimbabwe Airways. Now, you know when you give a white person a tender to go and do a job, huh? A white person will actually come, avaka imba, but he will charge you the heck. When you give a black person a tender, say week now, anotenga zvidhina, otenga simenti, but nyangu muna bakumusha nrutaura muna bakumusha no famba soda paparo bega apa ndo paronzi pano paro beg. But ZANU-PF has now mastered that Zimbabweans have political amnesia. So even my Zimbabwean, no matter how corrupt you are, Zimbabweans will actually never really revolt. My Zimbabwean, I know corruption nasty. I'm one of the same person who was corrupt. I know you're woman and that's sorry, and then I'm not. Such is the story of life. That's what's happening in ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF is in a very strong shape right now. You know, ED is opening a lot of businesses for himself. ED is open for business. Zimbabwe is open for business. Okay, right now Zimbabwe is open for business. So but just to prove to you that corruption happens in this country and you actually don't really want to do anything about it, next week I will do the top 10 most corrupt deals done by government. The top 10 most corrupt madiri, majet arguro wane government. And I'm going to tell you. After I tell you, mchaona, mchangora mafuti mchiriji, mchungoti tataura nyaya, tabonga, tapopota, songofarana. Songofarana, ja ungechifarana ungechikwere tia ukama. Wamukwere hama. MDC had an eventful week. We went from Nelson Chamisa firing Thokozani Kupe to Thokozani Kupe firing Nelson Chamisa. And I think these two really need to resolve the matter. I have a suggestion. This is how I think that whole matter can be resolved. If the MDC supporters took Nelson Chamisa, took Thokozani Kupe, put them in a room, locked them in a room where two, and the creative say, but you are not coming out of this room until you have a solution of how we move forward. This is what MDC supporters have to do to Chamisa and Kupe. If that idea doesn't work, then Kupe just has to shut up. Because Kupe, there's something very significant that Kupe doesn't understand. Kupe doesn't understand that political warfare has nothing to do with the constitution of the party. Political warfare is game revano amaimwana. And vanu ve MDC vakasarudza kuti vari kuda mukomana anonzi Nelson Chamisa. To be honest, if you guys can allow me to be honest, when Morgan Tsvangirai actually pushed for Thokozani Kupe to get into the position that she's in, he was just trying to manage his female caucus and his Matebelelen caucus. But fair Thokozani Kupe unagala basa. Unenge mpoko we MDC. Thokozani Kupe is the mpoko of MDC. In fact, unofana kutonzi Thokozani mpoko. Unagala basa. It's not because you're in the belly, it's not because you're a woman, it's because of that diri. But fair So I'm so sorry Thokozani Kupe. Aunanyaya Thokozani, aunanyaya. Edawarumbe na unotaka primary no sitira koka raunodzi hopi omira but fair jabo Thokozani Kupe apana kana mane basa ne unenge blazi mpoko. One of ZANU-PF strongholds is the Masvingo province. Now, I don't know how much you guys know about Masvingo. I'm from Masvingo, right? From Chivi South. There's a mentality that people from Masvingo have. Masvingo, I believe, no province, no Bavano are the most decorated. But there's a reason behind this. What happened is during the colonial era, Queen Victoria established the first schools in this country in Masvingo. So ndo vanhu vakatanga kuenda kuchikoro. So because vakatanga kuenda kuchikoro vakakurumidza kumhanya kufunga kuti vanofunga. Ndosaka vachiona mbavha hombe ndeze kuMasvingo. Isusu macriminal alakatanti. Kuka zvakuzi macriminal chacho Lumumba tiri kufront row seat remacriminal unge chenya radzo. Tiri kumberi kwemacriminal unge macheya mufundisi. But also the smartest people are from Masvingo. The country is run from Masvingo. But I say that to say Nelson Chamisa went into Masvingo, had a rally in Masvingo, in a way that rally Nelson Chamisa. My point being, Musa Tambe na Nelson Chamisa Komana, it would be a mistake to undermine the efforts or the power of this guy called Nelson Chamisa. BP. Nelson Chamisa is the real deal. He is absolutely the real deal. He's the only opposition leader who is worth talking about. He is now unbundled his rockstar and superstar team. So now what's happening is Nelson Chamisa Pangaru Mashingo, Akakanda Biti Uko, Akakanda Washman Uko, Akakanda Mbuya Teresa Makoni Uko, Shawango deploy Kutiva. Now they're spreading their web. That's what's happening in MDC right now. They don't have money. Okay, they don't have money, but Nelson Chamisa is going to the United Kingdom this week. He's going to be activating his international charm offensive. When he goes to Oxford University, Oxford Union, remember MDC never reads the project Chevan. Akapuwa visa rakanyimwa Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa kamnywa visa rekupita mu Europe. Akatrotora neoru ku Zimbabwe. Open your country for business. Kuno we are not open for you. But Nelson Chamisa apuwa visa rekwenda ku England. Aenda ku England, he will come back with the money. When he comes back with the money, then we're looking at a real serious case of an opposition leader. Now, anambimbi ndoga vave ama independents andikakudza vave vakuramba kushandana Nelson Chamisa. So this weekend kune iya inonzi code ya Elton Mangoma ina blaze vave vano pana kambono Elton Mangoma akapfeka hembe dzinobvaruka kana brugwa zvaro zvinobvaruka kana bandi. Elton Mangoma antironge wardrobe yake ka ine denim, but denim yemashuwa ore denim yekutenga, denim yehembe dzake dzakatobvaruka. Mukaisa munhu mupawa ari kutambura kunge uya uyaka awomana munofane nhamo imi. Ndosaka maona, money attracts money. Paakalauncha Elton Mangoma kurali kwake kwakaattracta ma-street kids because iye wacho anitoita kunge street kid. Nelson Mangoma is street kid akobana. Anyway, achaji zvakabva zvangofa. And then you've got Nkosana Moyo. Nkosana Moyo akupenga. Batsira Nkosana Moyo. Hanza akuti akaona kana yard dzisina mafence. Akupinda kana achigeza mutoilet. Hanza anopinda Nkosana Moyo. Aunge muJehovah Witness. Achiparidza nyaya yake yekuti ndivhoterewo apa. Apa akarowa big race. Remember when Nkosana Moyo came out? Nkosana Moyo is the candidate who was saying, no, I already have a lot of money, so I'm in a pressure, I'm in a beg, I'm well funded. So that's Nkosana Moyo. Who's the other independent? Oh yes, the idiot, Themba Mliswa. So if you ever got into a relationship with Themba Mliswa, whatever, whether political leader, you are guaranteed of three things with Themba Mliswa. You are guaranteed kuti uchatukwa, ucharowa, and uchafani namo. Those are the tattoo. My guarantee at Themba Mliswa unofane namo chete. But Themba Mliswa has his uses. This week Themba Mliswa ewambodiza ku parliament kuyakuyaka wambodiza Nkosana Moyo. Wovunza Nkosana Moyo kuti iwe wakaisa kupi mari yako hapo ya ukampena. Nkosana Moyo akarowa begi. Anenge week now kuti vanhu vanouya kurali kwa Nkosana navanhu vari ku project ya week now same banana same WhatsApp group. Kuti Nkosana Moyo unzaka other parties are busing people to their rallies. Nkosana Moyo is mushika in people to his rallies. Nkosana Moyo vanokwira mushika kwenda kurali. Akarowa begi. Diliwana na Themba Mliswa and Themba Mliswa. I know you guys saw a little fight with Themba Mliswa. He apologized to me. He asked me to forgive him because he knew that Dromita kanyama kapono akapera kudara kana Themba imbiri dzikare dzadzia mbava Themba Mliswa yakaona ndotanga weputitsa pa town. But this is what I was talking about, you Zimbabweans. Themba Mliswa imbava gororo. But Themba Mliswa akaenda on the other side abatanga kutora chirungu abadziki kukakama kwa kwapera mbichana maZimbabwe na kuti ya Themba Mliswa right ama Themba Mliswa clubbers women anokia madzimai ongarukia imbwa mwana marero antu waimbwa ere ndo marero antu wakadzi na Themba Mliswa. Anyway, people kept asking, ansaka yonoziya sei size ya Themba Mliswa, iye anoziya sei uzuri ngocha tinoziyana na Themba Mliswa ngati pwe. Anyway, so that's what's happening in local politics. That's what's happening in ZANU-PF. Maona mota ZANU-PF zapinda nasika ma billboard mwerere mtown mese mama. Give us a signal. Let me talk about local politics. So let me come to South Africa. The continent was moved with emotion as they commemorated Mama Winnie Mandela passing, but it literally froze still when Juju began to speak. When Julius Malema began to speak, you can't help but wonder. Kumana yedu opposition amana igono yekuda za Julius Malema. So una opposition yedu yakanga umbuka sonza opposition yedu ukatarisa Chamisa so ukatarisa Juju no distance yacho. For the first time I saw an African politician that actually transcends into generations and can speak to us. Julius Malema yesterday got the attention of the whole generation. There are moments in this life when There are moments when our politicians engage us emotionally. But not just the emotions they normally engage us with, my emotion, my emotion, but there are moments when politicians actually engage us with emotions of inspiration. The harsh truth is Zimbabwe right now, Nika Ino lacks a godfather. Nika Ino lacks a father figure. We have no point in history where we can go to find inspiration. Madara edu akati kanya veduwe. We can't draw inspiration from any moment, especially as a generation. So we hurt each other more than we heal each other because we have no points of history to go when we're united. Madara is ZANU-PF. Madara is ZANU-PF anodanana because akapina mjeri mese. Iyo mukagara mjeri nakambogara mjeri na promise mkwananzi woku MDC. Angari mkuru we MDC mjeri takabuda tama best friends. Jeri no umutsa iwe. Muna nase kuru gora wakapina mjeru mwone mameda case 10 muri yake ungorara paside naye. So we have nothing that unites us like these old madaras of ours have. If you ask any psychologist, they will tell you that hurt people hurt people. So Zimbabweans, we hurt each other because the susuvacho, we are actually hurt. We have a psychological problem. And this is why I have an issue and I am angry with Robert Mugabe. Could that Robert Mugabe soga Winnie Mandela wedu? Don't you think? Like Robert Mugabe could have been our Winnie Mandela now, but because he robbed us of that, Robert Mugabe robbed us of that, now we're a fatherless nation. And in the end, we fight for wealth instead of trying to grow it. We are not a country that is protecting the growth of wealth. We're a country that is fighting. And so tonight, I'm going to read your comments in a minute. I want to ask you to think for a minute. What if we all stopped fighting? What if we all stopped fighting? And this is where I think the big opportunity between Emerson Mnangagwa and Nelson Chamisa is. If you truly love the people of the country, Nelson Chamisa, Emerson Itambudzo, why don't you close each other in a room and decide not to fight? Why don't you close each other in a room? Why can't Chamisa and Mnangagwa get into a room and say, we are not going to fight? This election doesn't have to divide us. It can unite us. That's what leadership is. If you work together, to also work together. The trouble with how we removed Mugabe, is we did not deal with the issue of where do we want to go next. Anamupuwa chance yekuvumirana. Tinenge vanu tu vakarambana, tangurambana, tatapina mnenge relationship paka. Then yes, sadakwa. So if we really want to heal, then we have to build more than we destroy. We have to teach this country a new kind of politics where we talk more about building bridges than we talk about breaking them. Mapenzi MDC anotera MDC makudo. Mapenzi ZANU-PF anotera ZANU-PF makudo. It's for nothing in return. We have become obsessed with our political parties. We will follow our leaders wherever they go. The same way we will follow our preachers wherever they go. Makandiwa kataro tinini mukandisha kudenga, house kudenga. Then tese tauto enda kudenga na makandiwa vasire wa makandiwa muswe na kudenga. The only people going to heaven are from Makandiwa's church. So go to Makandiwa's church. My point being, we will follow our leaders wherever they go. If they say we want to work together, we will want to work together too. But if we go to an election, and an election does one thing, it tears us apart. That's what an election is going to do. An election is going to divide this country. Let's assume ZANU-PF wins. What do you think happens to MDC? Let's assume MDC wins. What do you assume happens to ZANU-PF? So tonight I want to end with this. While we fight against each other in this country, the rest of the world is overtaking us. Prophet Bushiri is now bigger than Prophet Angel and Prophet Makandiwa and Prophet Magai. Eduma Prophet and one Vanachi Badam Shoka Kufra Ese. But I was talking about Mabudi. Zambia. 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 There are people who died for this country. You know, some of your parents, my father was a war veteran, is still serving military men, and I wonder, have we honored them? Can we not honor them? We have an opportunity. Emerson Dambudzo and Nelson Chamisa, you have an opportunity to take Zimbabwe. You know, it's possible to unite Zimbabweans. We saw it at the march. At the march, ndakaona varungu vakaradi zvese ndakaona machaina nemachaina asingaziye kana chichi uri kuitika anga ari paroad akabata maflag machaina achitotengesa maflag. In that moment I saw Zimbabweans come together. Now, if we have to go to an election, we have to go to an election. I just put it to you, Zimbabwe, that pamombotaura nevakuru venyu imbovaudzaiwo kuti before you divide us as a country, politics is divisive. Before you divide us as a country, can you not attempt to unite us? Nasi Mnangagwa na Chamisa, because gebere se riri pa olo, vanhu vari kuda olo. Mukavavarira, mukararume, rovai olo. Because vachangodya, regai vadye, but at least kana vachidya vese, kuzasi kunoku, togona kudyawo. Iwo mafufu acho, togona kurovawo. But manje ungati Chamisa rally yes arikutaura kushata kwa Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa rally yes arikutaura kushata kwa Ningirigini, kwa Chamisa. At which point does the country move forward? So anyway, signal. Kuna mama. Ndoya ndofu shumira udai mama watipo signal. Iyoyo. I want to read your comments and I want to see what you guys are saying. So let's go into some comments. What do we have here? Actually, let me use my phone. Remember to let me know where you guys are watching from so I can acknowledge you. What's your Julius Malema challenge story? You know, Fadzai wrote something on a Twitter today. You know, people think I don't like Fadzai. I mean, why wouldn't I like Fadzai? I like Fadzai. I think she's pretty. Fadzai doesn't like me. You know, didn't ability cheti. Otherwise, and Fadzai. I like Fadzai. I think she's a smart girl. But if I love cheti, love baba. Type zenyu type zvinogona kurabadziwa so to haya PA yanakachikoresponda ma question avanogorara kupiwa all right, what do we have here? Julius Malema challenge. So someone says, so I was trying to tell you, so Fadzai says on a page that maona mota dzatengwa neZANU-PF sekuti sure atina ma ambulance totazobhadhara manesi atina mapiritsi muzvipatara. But ZANU-PF was somehow able to find money to bring in almost 500 vehicles to campaign with. Panika kaku I don't care attitude. So vanonzi kuri I don't care. Panika zita kanopo vanhu vasina care. Panika mweya karimo muzANU-PF. Mutenga mota dziya sure vana vasina mapiritsi, vana vasina mapeni. Utsinye chaiwo. Ndosaka tichibvunza kuti dai Mama, dai mama vauya vatiudzawo kuti what can we toita sei nevanhu indataura hangu yangu yandoziva ndekuti pane vasikana kutora bhazi techitext anaka ine musikana otora screenshot. Vasikana, you know yourself. You take screenshots, you send to your friends. You take screenshots, you send to your friends, and then next your friend is now texting me, and then you wonder how it happened. Mama needs to give me a signal of how to deal with you people. Because I want to kutara newenga wada pinza zimwe simbi ndosaka mchitwa yaka with you ne shamwari zenyu. Gucci Grace save us. No, Gucci Grace, guys, when I'm saying mama, not Gucci Grace. Gucci Grace is not our mama. Our mama is Winnie Mandela. She transcended beyond akomana udofo wacho. Nigel is watching from Dakar. I've got Richard is watching from New York City. Who else we got? Gary is watching from Sweden. Privilege is watching and says hello. Margaret says it's not a derogatory way to say Mabwidi. We want a new Zimbabwe. Guys, this generation is the smartest generation Zimbabwe has ever produced. We have never produced a generation as intelligent as this generation, as exposed as this generation, as committed to its country as this generation. We are actually a generation that wants to see its country build. The we are all the right ingredients. We have the largest intelligence footprint of any country across the world. Zimbabwe plaga. From my way, South African mama needs to give us a signal about how to deal with you. They are single, they don't have wives. Zimbabwe, mama needs to give us a signal about how to deal with you. Visa. Mama needs to give us a signal about you. But my point is, We are everywhere. Ndakambogara ku UK, believe it or not, ndakambogara ku UK, ku London, me. Ndakapuwa visa. Ndakaexpire ndiri koko, ndikati handidzokere ku Zimbabwe. But ndiri koko ndichinzvenga chizara nemapurisa eko ndakaona kune maZimbabwe akawanda. Just like Temba, you know, me and Temba have a very similar past. Temba akazodeportwa because Temba airowa wakadzi ku England. Ina ndakadeportwa, ndakazodeportwa ndakati sorry, nanchinyeba angu ndakara visa ndalodzokera. Temba akadeportwa nyauro wakadzi akurwa nevakadzi varungu. Wanje murungu arohweka. Ganda remurungu anakujaira ukiwa. Ndoda muzungu rakazoita mukoma wangu. So we are everywhere and we need to find a way to work as a generation. So tonight I want you to think about that. When our children ask us, what did we do to try and bring this country together? May you and me have a response to be able to give to them. May you and me be able to tell our kids that we didn't focus on fighting. When I ask you, what is it we really fight about anyway? You know, there are people who fight on behalf of MDC and the Anakana MDC card. Do you know that? There are people who are here, and I also told Mama Winnie Mandela, I said, Mama, there are people who are here talking about MDC and they're not even registered voters. Anakana ID, arikugara kunyika kwa asylum seeker, akaita vana makaradi. Mama, give us a signal of what to do with these people. Arikupfeka maweave every day. Acharuziya akatoona bvudzi rakaragora kufenda. Aona bvudzi rake kuti ibvudzi rangu here. Mamwe makeup dzakupfekwa nevakadzi akaona face yake ka anogona kuzviintroduce zvakamira mirror. Hi, my name is. Aona face yake. Mama needs to give us a signal about all you people. All of you. We're a generation that has an opportunity to come together, and I hope we can do that. Before we hate each other, let's understand we have no other country coming. There is no other Zimbabwe coming. This is it. This is it. This is not a drill. It's the real thing. So going into elections, right after this, I'm going to put a link where I have a show where I outline the 3 likely scenarios in the elections, but I just wanted to utilize my time here to talk about how we can work together. So, my moment of the week today, Chinchakandifadza, Wikirinori, to those of you who are not landlords, guys, don't let this command housing thing go away. Vanhu vakunopuwa dzimba uku. Ini ndine munda, ndinoda bvuma, ndine munda 2 farms that I do nothing on. I acknowledge. Nothing at all. In fact, pandikatora 1 munda wacho, ndakaenda ndikanocheka miti yese, ndikatengesa huni, andakuziva kuti yanga itori plantation inogadzira miti. Ndakanotengesa huni dzese ndikarova bhegi. Kumwe kwacho ndakanotora mbudzi dzepa next door ndikarova bhegi. Because I didn't know anything about it. But my point is ndakanoapply vamwe musasare endeyo munoapply muito dzimba vhurewo mabank account. Vakadzi musangoramba mungorimbire unzuri small house. So ungaite small house isina kana imba. How do you call yourself a small house? Usina kana imba. Auna kana stand. Auna kana address yemkomana autoziye kwaanogara. Anokutora pagedhi pekumba kwenyu. You call yourself a small house. You see your life, can you be serious? If you're going to be a small house to someone, be a small house that belongs in a house. Do not be a small house that belongs in a kumba kwa bereke babo. Small house unokwira mota. I want to know if you support Nelson Chamisa, press the hearts button. Hearts for those who are Van Nelson Chamisa, likes for Van Emerson Mnangagwa. Who do we have here? Hearts for Nelson Chamisa, likes for Emerson Mnangagwa. Congratulations to Man City, the team I now support as of the moment they won. Hearts. Vanwa EDP. Come on, Vanwa ED, Mazano PF. Mazano PF internet. You know, I think something happened in our country. It's like all Zanu PF people don't like the internet. They're off the internet. All MDC people are on the internet. So that's the only intelligent explanation I can give, because it can't be possible. I want to know your thoughts, guys, so I can read. We've got a few more minutes and then we're going to go. I told you these shows are now only 30 minutes. Adam says, Iwewe, you are a small house to your junta government. Possibly so. And Iwewe, Adam, you are a small house to what? You are me, I'm a small house to a junta government. You are a small house to what? Because I have a house. House is not gonna passport to Zimbabwe, Adam. Urumurunga rutambura ari kuEngland uchifamba rutambura Adam yo Adam jamski kandokuda ko rumfeso ngba rutamburewo hauna kana mari. Someone says he spoke about Nkosana. Who spoke about Nkosana? Guys, nobody speaks about Nkosana. Nkosana anenge Nkosana anenge vapana vave vemaraini vekuti pese pavanongokona kuti mudhara nditiro something, mudhara nditiro cash. Manje Nkosana achataka kupakisa mota mtown umu. Ndinotaka kuona Nkosana achipakisa mota chaidzo just so that he can get a chance to talk to you. I am of the opinion Nkosana has no job. Can someone tell me what job Nkosana Moyo has? Guys, hanzi Nkosana Moyo ndi economist, ndi bay, ripi basa rinoitwa nemunhu uya anoswera akamira mupaki. Kana akamira pamabus stop. Ana basa uyu. Ana uyu. Ndosaka muri kuona our friend Themba Mliswa is holding on to dear life because Themba Mliswa knows if you remove him from that position, he's a done deal. He's a done deal. You know, I'm so amazed when I hear people defending Themba Mliswa. I'm like, Themba Mliswa steals from you. He's just my tobacco farmer ekunoton. My tobacco farmer ekunoton anzwa nekubirwa mari ye tobacco na Themba. But because we, it's new dispensation mugum and anyway, Philip Chabata says ED pay good to know that there's a Emerson Mnangagwa supporter. Carl Joshua Ngube says yeah, there's a picture of Nkosana Moyo akamira paraini pawakadzi vachiani kama underpaint avo. Nkosana Moyo akutomira neparuyani kwama underpaint. Literally akuwachisa vanhu. Literally. Vakuwachiswa. Frank says, Siana na Themba. Okay, Frank, I'll leave Themba alone. Look, like I said, he apologized to me. So I'll let him loose. Rujeko says, Vitalis Wakakwana. Okay. Alright guys, look, that was the show tonight. Thank you for watching. You don't have to go home, but I wish you all the best. Like I said, click the link I'm going to post up and you can watch my new full show. Ndatone show yangu guys. Yakatonaka. I have a whole full show now. And I'm going to be on radio pretty soon, so you're going to be hearing me on radio. Of course, I'm not shying away from it. Yes, I am in ZANU-PF, and yes, right now ED does have my vote, but I really like what Chamisa is up to. So I'm paying attention like you should pay attention too. Everybody, it's been emotional. Good night.